Hello, 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 and welcome to Lunch Break with Shel. I would like to thank you so very much for joining me today from this edition of Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I can be found on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram under Stamp with Shel. I can be found on Pinterest under Shel Loves to Stamp. I blog daily at shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com. And of course, I can be reached anytime by email at andersonshel@gmail.com. If you live in Canada and do not have a demonstrator, I would love to earn your business and become your demonstrator. Note that I have weekly workshop orders that go in Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Okay, that is the business. Now on to the fun stuff. This video is featuring product from the January to June mini catalog, and today I am featuring the On the Horizon bundle. It includes the On the Horizon stamp set as well as the coordinating Horizon dies. This is found on page 43. This is actually a suite of products. It comes other items that come in the suite, or you can order them separately, is the cotton ribbon combo pack. There is a spool of Misty Moonlight and Petal Pink. Then these are something that's really cool. This is totally new for us. They are the Pebbles enamel shapes, and they look like little wet rocks. And there's light gray, medium gray, and then the, I don't know, like a caramely sandstone color. And of course, the fabulous New Horizons DSP that is like abstract artwork. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous paper. All right, I am going to get started with today's card. And the supplies that we're going to be using today, our card base is going to be just jade, and that's just a standard card base. And for the inside of that card, I have a piece of basic white cardstock, and I had this little strip of the DSP left over. I'm actually going to use that. I'm going to put that right on the card, inside of the card, to decorate that up just a wee bit and give it just a little bit of interest. There we go. And now we'll just put some adhesive on the back of this and put this on the inside of our card. Isn't that pretty? Just dresses it right up. There we go. All done for the inside. All right, for the outside of this card, I actually have too much DSP, or too much white cardstock once again. I have chosen a piece of the New Horizons DSP. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. I cannot say enough good things about this one. We are going to be making a triptych card today. And if you've never heard of that, basically what it is a piece of artwork that is cut into 3 sections. So you're looking at 3 panels to form one piece of artwork. So that's what we're going to do today. Before I do anything to this, we need to stamp on this piece of paper and get the start for our scene. And I've chosen to use the, oops, I got a hair there. I've chosen to use those trees. I don't know whether you can see that. And I'm going to use just jade ink. And I am going to stamp along this horizon here. And you know what? I'm going to take a cloth and I'm going to remove the ink along the bottom here. because I want those trees to look like, hope I went low enough. I did. I want them to look like they're over the hill, right? Now I am going to grab a Just Jade marker because there's one that didn't quite go long enough. And I'm just going to fill that in, and nobody will be the wiser. The magic of our markers. All right, so now this one I'm going to ink the whole thing. And over on this side, but down a little bit, I'm going to stamp this one. So that's going to look like it's more in the foreground. Okay, this way. All right, let's get that off of there. Make some room here. Oops, I got things flying everywhere. All right, now I'm going to close this ink pad. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Back it up, Shelley. I'm going to reopen this ink pad and reuse that same stamp. I've taken and die cut a bunch of these dies, and I don't know how many I'm going to use, but I don't like them the way they are. So I'm going to take the treetops and I'm just going to stamp over them just to give them a little bit of texture. I don't know if I'm going to use 3 or not, but we will stamp them anyway. Just to, there we go. Just to take some of that starkness off there. And now I'm going to close that ink pad, and I am going to bring in the gray granite ink pad and bring in my page again. And we are going to stamp up in the sky some birds. Actually, maybe I'm going to use Memento. I think I'll use Memento. I don't want them to get lost. And I want to make them go across the sky. Because remember, we're going to be cutting this panel. So we're going to start low here. And then we're going to go higher over here. There we go. All right. So far, so good. We can put the lid on this before we have a disaster. Clean the ink off the outside that I somehow always manage to get there. And now we can decide where we're going to chop up our card. I'm going to bring in my mini paper trimmer, and I just realized that I did not allow for the space between the panels. So I'm going to take a little sliver off of that side and a little sliver off of this side. And now I have to cut this into 3. So let's measure this up and see. This is 5 inches. So if I went something like that, there's no rhyme or reason for this. We just do what we're going to do. And if we go like this, there's our 3 panels. Cool, eh? And of course, there is going to be a space in between them when we put them on. All right. Let's get some adhesive on these panels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in place on each end first. That way I can evenly space in between them. So I'm just going to do as even a borders as I can on 3 sides and lay that into place. I'm going to do the same thing with this. As even a panels as I can on 3 sides. Still down a little. There we go. And then this one will fill in and we'll be able to put it wherever we need it to be. And now this one we will just pop in place in the middle. How cool is that? All right. So in the stamp set, there's this big image. It looks like barn board. What I did is I stamped this with gray granite on white cardstock. Then I stamped the Thinking of You greeting in black. And then I just took my paper snips and chopped around it so that I have this little greeting that I can put down here. And it's just going to be perfect, just like that. Like there's no other craziness needed. All right, now I wanted to put these trees in behind this, like so, to kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to do 2, but I'm going to put dimensionals so they look. That's my plan anyway. So the first one, what I'm going to do is put some adhesive on here. And I'm going to lay this down where I want it. In behind, just like so. Then I'm going to take my snips and I'm going to cut off these crazy ends. All right, see where I'm going? Now I would like to put, I don't know whether it's going to be wide enough to be able to put it on dimensionals is the thing. Let's try it. Let's grab some minis. Oops. Let's grab some minis and see if this will work. If it doesn't work, no harm done. All right. Put one there. One there. To be careful when I place these because they have to be up close to the top, but I don't want to be able to see them from the front side. All right, now I'll get a paper piercing tool, remove those backs, and hopefully I'll be able to lay that on there like so. Now I have to take a strip off here, And because there's dimensionals there, I have to put dimensionals at the bottom of this tag or it's going to be all wonky. If you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. All right. No, I think we're good. I'll just pop those pieces back on there. Now we are going to, I'm wondering if I can incorporate a little bit of this ribbon in here somehow. Just enough to say I did, because I'm not going to be able to incorporate the yeah, no, I'm going to just pop these right in here in between those trees. Like so. Oh, I didn't take the back off. Heavens to Betsy. There we go. And maybe down a bit. There we go. That looks pretty sharp. All right, I don't know how I'm going to incorporate some ribbon in here, but I don't know. Maybe a little knot off to the side. Oh, is this ribbon ever soft? Super soft. Bet you it will make nice little bows. But today we're going to try a little knot. I think I'll just put this right here down under. Let me find a blue dot. And we're going to have to roll that into a tiny little ball. And pop that in place. Right down there. Now, there we go. Now I just have to do a little haircut on this fraying tail because I've been so rough on it. There we go. There is our little wee bow. Isn't that pretty? Now I am going to go into my embellishments, and in here are some polished dots. These are new as well. I am going to put just a couple of these in the petal pink color. Here, there, and everywhere. One there. One up here. I think I'm going to stick with the small ones. Oh, let's put a big one on here. Up there. And there, my friends, is our card. Isn't that pretty? And this is the New Horizon bundle, which includes the On the Horizon stamp set, as well as the coordinating dies. And also in the suite are the Pebbles enamel shapes, the 2 rolls of cotton ribbon, and those fabulous, the fabulous paper, of course, the New Horizon paper. All right, that's it for this version of Lunch Break with Shel. I hope to see you again here soon. You'll find me here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon Central Standard Time. Thanks so very much for joining me. See you soon. Bye-bye.